everyone. Welcome to the VRC News, brought to you by Brian and Molly Productions. I'm Brian.
And I'm Molly.
And here is today's happenings on what's going on in VRChat.
Brian, what do we have going on this week?
All right, so what we have going on this week, this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Family Feud going on because for some reason we don't know what's going on with Match Game. But it's okay, though.
That's true. We do want to bring Match Game back, and it will come back. But right now we're having a little technical issue with the cards. Is that correct, Brian?
Yes, that is very correct. So currently the reason why that we cannot have Match Game currently is because of the cards that you have to write on. The keyboards aren't really, not allowing you to write on them. So it's very unfortunate. So GS Genesis has to fix that, unfortunately, but it will happen soon.
Well, I'm excited. But I'm excited about Family Feud. And we need contestants. Yep. So if you want to be on Family Feud, please get there by 8 p.m. Eastern Time this coming Friday night. Actually, by the time this airs, it'll be tonight. So tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you can add either the real Molly or drummer Brian as a friend, and you'll be able to find out where the location is. Of course, it will be in a Family Feud world, but which one remains to be seen. Anyway, yep. So what else do we have going on?
All right, so what else we have going on here is that after our game show at 11 p.m. on every single Friday and Saturday, Tessa's Persian Night Karaoke is going to go live. So make sure you guys go support Tessa. She's a very good friend of ours, and she works really hard to make those karaoke nights very special. So please, 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 at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, go there and check it out.
Oh, boy, does she work hard. Wow. I've seen her Seriously. Nonstop. Fridays and Saturdays. It's not even just one night. Friday nights and Saturday nights. She's there greeting every person that comes in, encouraging people to get up and sing, encouraging them after they sing and giving them praises. I mean, she walks around the whole area, the whole bar. That's right. Around the whole bar and greets every person to make sure that they feel welcome. I have not seen a host work so hard like that, ever. So you definitely want to come and support Tessa. And you posted that before too, so you know how hard it is.
So I do sometimes become an MC. Whenever I am available, I do become an MC, usually on Saturdays, or Fridays, doesn't matter. But, because Tessa will usually look for an MC for the night, and I'm usually the one that gets picked because, like I said, I usually do shows with her, and I'm just a good host in general. But
yeah, you are.
It's cool.
Yes, you are. You definitely are a good host, and not just a host, but if it wasn't for you and the way that you run those buttons behind those games, a lot of people don't know the technical things that go on when you're running a game. It's not easy. Let me tell you. It is Brian over here.
Yeah, because I really appreciate that, Molly. Thank you very much for those nice and sweet words that you're saying to me there. I really appreciate that. But yes, it is true. Because, with being a producer of a game show, it's not really the easiest thing. I mean, yeah, sure. The buttons are very simple. I will say that the buttons are simple. Whenever you click on a button, it does something, of course. But the reason is that it's not super simple, though, is the matter of fact is because there's so many different mechanics and so many different, ways to run the show. It's very weird. But what we do for our game shows is that we like to try and make it run as best as we possibly can to make it act like the real show that's on actual television.
Oh, and another thing, if you haven't caught Wheel of Fortune, because occasionally we do that, we have Disco Jesus. I call him DJ. We have him hosting Wheel of Fortune, and Brian, as usual, coming up with wonderful puzzles and running those controls. And me, Vanna, Oh, those letter turnings. I really got to see a doctor about this carpal tunnel. It's so hard to turn those.
Yeah, you seriously got to go see a doctor about that.
Yeah. So make sure that you watch for Wheel of Fortune. Like Brian said, this Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll be doing Family Feud. And probably the following Friday, we'll do Wheel of Fortune. And hopefully we'll get that match game up and running real soon. Genesis, if you're out there somewhere, please help us out. Help us out. And props to Genesis for all those game shows that he has built that allows us to be able to do these games. Oh no, you're not frozen, are you? Whoops, the temperature just dropped for drummer Brian. Uh-oh. Well, so that's going to conclude. Well, he's a magician as well. That's going to conclude our segment for this. And keep watching. And so that's all our news that we have for today. And this is Molly.
And this is Brian.
Signing off until next week. So hope to see you at those events.
Yep.